When I was younger, I went to the doctor for the first time and I really didn't know what to expect. And one of the things that kept happening was that a nurse would walk in and she would grab a little pump, one of those squeezy things, and she had a tube at the end of it, a little tube. And I thought that they would stick my penis in that tube at some point, and that would give some sort of measurement as to the health of my penis. So the entire procedure, I was terrified for the moment where she would tell me to put down my pants and pump my penis. Luckily, that never happened, and better for me because no woman has touched my genitalia since then. So here's a card control. Here's a plain card control that you guys might enjoy. I would say there's a lot of variations on this. I've seen many different takes on it. There's one that's I'm going to show you. It's this weird thing where you're holding the card like that. It's terrible, and we're going to talk about different ways to use it. So I think you're going to enjoy it. I certainly enjoy it myself. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy magic. Right, let's get into the thing. Years ago, I saw this card switch that looked like this. You would show somebody a card and you would throw it on the table, and well, in the action of, I don't know, rubbing it, it would change. And it sucked. It was terrible. I didn't like it because what is this? What is this weird position? You gotta hold the cards in. You gotta show the person the card like that. You gotta flick the card off in the deck, and it was terrible. It reminded me of premature ejaculation. It made me want to find the nearest mall and show up and change some lives, if you know what I mean, right? Change some lives. That's not real, FBI. So the deck is entirely a shuffled one. There's no order to the cards. There's honestly no order in my life right now. There's no order in my life. So we're gonna just carry on with the card control, right? So the cards are dribbled and the spectator calls stop anywhere they want. Let's say they happen to call stop, I don't know, on this card over here. The 8 of hearts. The spectator's instructed to please remember the 8 of hearts because sometimes people forget, and well, it turns out to be a nonce, a waste of time. I end up looking like what's the word? Like a knacker? Like a knacker. So that card is lost, as you can see, somewhere in the middle of the deck. And well, guess what? That's a blatant lie. That's a blatant lie because the card is actually on top of the deck. Oh yeah. That was entirely my fault. And you know what? I'm glad I caught it on video. So let's just get right into the explanation of the move, don't you say? Fucking bitch. Hey there. Back at it again with the card trick tutorial. We're back. We're cleaned up. We have a brand new mat here and a brand new outlook on life. A brand new outlook on life, my friends. Make sure to never place your coffee cup near your area of performance, especially when you have the erratic behavior of a crackhead. Speaking of crack cocaine, might I suggest the Pigcakee Magic Academy, where $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card stuff, coin stuff. You have access to well over, I believe, 1,000 videos at this point because you get access to the Piggy Backer tier of videos, which is an additional 2 tutorials that I don't post anywhere else. There's nowhere else I post those, my friends. So you get 4 videos every single week. And well, I think that's a bargain. I think that's a bargain, especially for $5 a month. Oh boy, check it out. Link is in the description section below. So this is just based on a clip palm. This is based on a clip palm. Some of you guys might like this, some of you guys might not, but it's still a fun little control that lets you show that, well, honestly, you are a virgin. You are a virgin, and a woman will never, ever touch you. Ever. So once you've quelled your virgin rage, what you're going to do is you're going to have the spectator call stop anywhere you want, and you're going to grab this upper half and place it on the table. Now at this point, I'm going to take this card and show it to the participant, and we have the ace of spades. But I want you to notice, as I'm showing the card to the participant, I'm just clipping it up here. So the upper right corner is being clipped by my pinky. My pinky is doing the clipping. So if I let go of my thumb, guess what? That card stays clipped by my pinky and my ring finger. Now you don't want that card jutting out too much, as I've seen certain people do, but a nice little corner clip is all you need to show that card to the spectator. And at the same time, I'm pushing this card and then pulling it back, getting a break. Right there, I'm triggering every single magician that's a fan of the pinky pull down, right? One of those, or a fan of this Harvey Rosenthal move, right? Every single magician that has their little techniques to do the break, I just do it this way, like that. And then that triggers them. So you're doing that as you're showing this card to the spectator. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna bring this card on top of the deck and I'm gonna pick up that bottom card that I have a break on. That's all I'm doing. I'm picking up that bottom card that I have a break on. And then when I drop apparently their card on top of this half, look at what happens here. That's all that's happening. So I'm just letting go of that clipped card with my thumb and straightening out my finger. Now the illusion there is beautiful because it looks exactly like that card has dropped from my hand onto the table. Now this card isn't clipped for long. This card immediately gets placed on top of the packet in the right hand, and then that gets dropped on the table. So you could square that bad boy up and show the card to be on top of the deck and do this to them and go, I just lied to you. I just lied to you. So let's go over that one more time here. Spectator call stop as you dribble the cards. You clip that card in the upper right corner. I'm getting a little break right there, getting a little break, showing them the card. I bring that card across the deck as I tell them, please don't forget that card. And as an afterthought, what I do is I pick up that card that's right there above my break. I'm gonna drop that on top of this half. So you see the action here. I'm gonna drop that. At the same time, I'm just gonna straighten my fingers out and let go with my thumb. So at speed, it looks like this, like that. And all I'm doing is just coming up, squaring that card up with this half over here, dropping that. And if you want, you could spread the cards. You could show that that card is going cleanly in the middle of the deck. And of course, you're lying to them. You're lying to them because that card is well, already on top of the deck. So the one from this was based on is this thing, is that thing. And I hate it. It's gross. It's disgusting. You're holding two cards in your hand. You're going to throw this back one at the same time. This one comes in and then you have to immediately square it up with the deck. And I swear some old person is probably going to defend that and say, I did that in Vietnam and it saved my life. Well, you know what? It's not going to save your life in 2021 because if I see you doing that, I'm taking you down. But it was based on that same idea of doing this thing and dropping it that way so you could control the card like that. I didn't like it. I don't like it. It's trash. It's garbage. This is definitely a better variation. I'm not claiming originality to that particular little clip move. I'm sure a billion magicians have come up with that, so please don't hate on me, right? But I'm just showing you where it started. It started on that thing, right? Look at this. So you'd have to, let's say you don't have cards. I'd have to go into a hand washing routine immediately and go, oh, what time is it? What time is it? I don't know. I don't know what time it is. Oh, and this card over here, it's this one. It's changed, right? It's crap. It's a terrible change, and you don't want to do it, and you don't want women to see you do it. So stop that. Do the one from before. Hey there, ladies. That was the control. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a fun one, right? Don't do that terrible one. Do the good one. Do the good one. And I'm sure if you manage your angles right, it's very convincing. It looks like you're dropping that card on the packet. Your hands are apparently empty. You're just, your hands have a purpose. You're grabbing that packet and you're putting it on top. That's the purpose for the existence of your hands. But apart from that, man, I think I'm gonna end the video there. I'm gracious. I'm happy. You could tell by my face. Make sure to do all the things that people do when it comes to videos, right? They do a lot of things, and I want you to do all of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have an interview with Craig Petty on Craig Petty's channel coming up. That's fun. I was hammered for the last 45 minutes, as I've mentioned on a live stream. I hate to say at the end of a video, time-specific information, right? Because then it makes the video not evergreen. So for example, let's say you're watching this video in 2050. Well, I mean, obviously the interview is not gonna be coming up. It's already passed, and I'm probably dead. So that's very morbid. Another weird thing, by the way, is there's a gas station here and there's a gas station over here, and they have these I want to say these slot machines. Maybe somebody could explain this to me. And yesterday I was there. I wanted to grab some little coffee, a little coffee. And I go there, and the aisle is being blocked by these people on these slot machines. Now, I live in Miami. This isn't something I hide, right? And here, it's not necessarily a legal gambling state, but there's no money involved, apparently. You have to pay money, though, to use the slot machine, but you don't get any money back. I don't understand how it works, but there are people crowding up the actual hall that I need to go down to get because they're looking at some lady play slots. I'm like, you're not really playing slots. You're playing in a gas station. But every time I go there, it's always 2 or 3 old ladies with their purses there, and they're playing the slots, and they have to be making money, because why would you be doing that unless you're making money somehow? And it can't be legal, but then what happens when a cop walks in? Is that it, right? Is the cop gonna go, hey, what's going on here? And then the jig is done? Has a cop not walked into the gas station for 20 years? Hope I've been in focus this entire time, right? Because I've been leaning here, but here's the box. So we'll find out. We'll find out.